Hello, this is Geeks Assembled Audio Heads, and this podcast is brought to you today by the P.J. Hammond estate. You know, we really have something to talk about with this. We are reviewing Doctor Who Paradise 5. It's a lost story from the Sixth Doctor and Peri, the season 23 that was supposed to be. Um, and we're also, this is another series of Doctor Who, stories that kind of got lost in the way, lost along the way. And so Sixty and Perry and um, written by P.J. Hammond, who was part of Sci-Fi and Steel. So I'm just going to go flip it over to Lee because Lee knows quite a bit about PJ Hammond and was super excited. Oh, you were super excited when we were reviewing Sapphire and Steel last week.
The Sapphire and Steel are awesome.
Well, okay, right, I agree. And what about PJ Hammond? You made it about that, so just go ahead.
Well, yeah, he, in my eyes, is a brilliant writer. Um, he, the creation of Sapphire and Steel, one of the most famous cult TV series. And this was his script he put forward. It wasn't from. It was for. He wrote it for Trial of the Time Lord.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the
Yes,
connection.
he wrote it for the section what was, I think it was the Terror of the Fair Voids. Um, he put it for that, and it was a Doctor Mel story. So they had to do a lot of rejiggling with this script,
So
adding
that was
Perry,
how.
taking the Ballad out, taking the Inquisitor out. Um, so as far as I know, the episode one of the a brand new episode 2, 3, 4 are a combination of PJ Hammond's script and what Andy Lane did in co-writing, co-writing with PJ Hammond to bring this to audio. Um, it's an interesting one. This one is I could see this one being made though. It because it would have went it's studio bound,
Yeah.
on a starship or whatever it's called, a leisure place. Yeah, the Sixth Doctor and Peri go to visit a friend of the Doctor's, the professor who has disappeared, who's gone to Paradise 5. Um, and strange enough, all these people what go to Paradise 5 have been given invitations to Paradise 5. They've never been there before, and that was sort of, and they start to go missing. Um, and there's only a small staff who
Right.
control this. What do you call it? Is it a sort of a leisure satellite or something? Is it above this planet? What's sort of hellish inferno? Um, but yeah, it's an interesting one because for me it's more of a Perry adventure. The Doctor sort of takes a back seat in this one. He sent her off undercover in disguise as a hostess at this place, while he sort of takes a back seat as a passenger, holidaymaker. So she gets more stuff to do in this, which I quite like. It's quite, it fleshes the Perry out a bit more. Um, yeah, it's it, it has got the feel of PJ Hammond because he likes to do the sort of spooky stuff, the weird. Because you've got these creatures called the cherub, and now the description of them, they look like cherubs, from church roofs and the religious cherubs. What you see, pictured in paintings. It's quite eerie. And then you've also got this whistling character whistling the tune, which you got with PJ Hammond, who did Sapphire Steel in the one we reviewed a week ago, the railway station,
Yeah.
Whistling Soldier. So you get all that element, but this is a science fiction in the future. It's not in the past or whatever, but yeah, it's quite good. Um, as for the cast, so you've got Colin Baker, Nicola Bryan, you, you've got Alex McQueen as the
The Master.
this was recorded before he did the Master, but Alex McQueen, and you can see why they said, "Do you want to do the Master?" Because he oozes evil in this. Um,
Yep.
you've got James Darcy as his accomplice, great British actor. Richard Earl, who, if you listen to Big Finish, then mostly everybody will know him as playing Dr. Watson in the Sherlock Holmes in the audio. Um, also, big favourite for Richard Earl because he's from Hull as well. A fellow Hullian. Um, I always like to promote my city. Uh, yeah, so it's and you say you've got like Helen Goldwyn in this, and she's pops up in nearly all Big Finish stuff. Um, yeah, it's an interesting thing. It's all about the Paradise Machine. It's all talking about the Paradise Machine and because this is where these people go to visit the Paradise Machine, and some never sort of come back. And it's a bit of a twist what you find out what the Paradise. Um, and then also you've got the alien, whatever it is, creatures or whatever, or the Elohims. Beware the Elohims, which we found out the, the Gabriel and the Elohims have sort of got a contract. Um, yeah, it's an intriguing one. This, so that's my opening thoughts. Over to you, Susan.
Yeah, the way that Perry was like, oh sure, this this Paradise Machine. She was like, she expected people to come out the other end,
Yeah.
and she was investigating that, and that discovery was intense for her. And the other thing that was really interesting was um, what the cherubim sounded like they had these little chittery voices.
Mm.
Yeah, that was crazy. And it again, if they would have, if this would have gone to Mel at the same time, it would have been too much like Paradise Towers. So putting this into a different companion was a good decision, because otherwise, I mean, it's just like Mel. It makes Mel look like just nothing but just a sporto, and like just wanting to get all into you know go to all these swish like paradise places anyway. So there's that. But the other thing that was really interesting was it was the way that the doctor really didn't do he really didn't do the bulk of the confronting evil, um, but he did sort of broker the agreement at the end, so that was interesting.
Mhm.
And um, yeah, I found that the story it was really visual, and so that was great. And it was also uh, there was a bunch of you could see why they took the characters of the angels, the little baby angels,
Mhm.
and put them in modern Who for the weeping angels,
Yeah.
because especially in the New York portion of that whole thing. Um, and yeah, PJ Hammond, definitely a good writer. And yeah, so okay, so what are some things that stood out to you that you enjoyed, that you were that
Uh,
that you were that were good story movements or moments?
well, I like the interaction between the two villains, um, of Gabriel and Michael. Um, they reminded me of the two villains in Nightmare of Eden on the TV, the Tom Baker story. Is it Trask or whatever, and the other guy? There was sort of similar interaction there. It was so, McQueen was slightly over the top with his thing, and Michael was so a bit laid back and a bit more sinister.
Hmm.
It was great combination there. And a way to go out as well. having having a few drinks before they went to the Doom. Um, yeah, and then the twist as well with the Paradise Machine, and you find out what it does to the people. Um, where do the cherubs come from? Um, which reminds me of a 1979 movie. You mostly heard of it, so Phantasm, where they get these, and they shrink them down, and they have those little dwarfs in cowls. They used to be, you know, people. Yeah, I thought when I was listening to it again, I thought, oh yeah, that sort of idea. It reminds me of Phantasm. Um, so I went down that sort of memory route. For me, it does. It's a story what is Perry brings her to the forefront of a story, because on the TV, Perry didn't really, Perry was just scream, "What's that, Doctor?" Gets captured, sort of thing. The usual companion thing on TV. But this one does put some more flesh on the bone for her,
Yeah.
which is I quite like. Yeah, so back to you, Susan.
Yeah, I like the way that she was with Michael, and you know, not putting up with that. That was great.
Mhm.
And um, and yeah, so directed by Barnaby Edwards, who was a director of a lot of things and also an actor.
Yeah,
And
also, he was on the TV. What's it called? A Dalek operator, wasn't
yeah, Dalek operator.
he?
Yeah,
He's a very little man,
yeah.
only about that big.
And yeah, so the sunshine and the the thing that made this this space station, really a a wonderful place to spend time was they made everybody feel so good. That
Mm-hmm.
was really a big part of the story to me was when you were in the heads of the people, or hearing what they were saying, that they were just so happy. They finally found their happy place, and that was really you know especially with what was coming up for them. The the great that great dichotomy was really funny um, and horrible all at the same time. And I do like Alex McQueen a lot. I mean, uh, he's kind of being advertised on YouTube and on telly and on everything all the time now. So it's just funny how frequently I'm seeing his face. I'm just like always like, "Hello, you." I just think that's really funny.
Yeah, it's about time Big Finish gave him something else to do.
Yeah.
It's been quite a few years now. We've had his master appear.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So oh, let's see. Um, and I don't. Uh, I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to downplay the fact that the doctor was just like he was the holiday make. He was the just receiving all of this, but you
Yeah,
know,
eating and caviar.
and anything that he wanted really.
Mm.
Yeah.
I did like the scene where Perry was going to the station on the shuttle,
Hmm.
and she was convincing the computer that she needed to test the drinks so she could offer them to the to the holiday makers.
Oh right, right. Like I don't think I will I don't think it's against the rules if I need to for
Yeah, I can't say what the drinks are like if I haven't tried them.
right,
A great way of getting some drinks down here. So we're using the brain.
clever. She's very clever. And you're right about them talking. She was she was able to use some botany stuff in this,
Mm.
which was great. And they did talk a lot about it. So yeah, that would have been shifted for
And,
Matt.
got, and they also got her into an audio bikini again.
Yep.
So
Audio.
you have to visualize that bikini. Last seen in Planet of Fire. Uh,
Yep. So, uh, there anything else you want to add?
For a story what's set on a paradise station, it is quite eerie, the goings on,
Yeah.
with the cherubs and what they're intending to do, helping the I can never ever remember the
Although,
Elohim, these shrouded creatures, like skull shrouded and shimmering. Um, Visually, I suppose you'd have to see them, but the sort of the description of them works, I suppose, on audio.
yep.
Yeah, a good. I'm enjoying doing the lost stories because it's just what we could have had.
Yeah. So we use imagination. We have it right now. Um, you're right. The Elohim were cool, and yeah, like the Elohim. That's a word that means like we are God, and
Well, yeah, well, it's like you've got the names here, haven't you? You've got Gabriel,
yep,
Michael.
yep, Michael,
Um, who else have we got?
the cherubs.
Cherub, L'Oreal. Is that I don't know if that's a name. Um, Mr. Bliss. So you've got sort of biblical sort of connected names,
Yeah,
uh,
yep.
but without it being religious, really.
No, but still, like the whole idea of paradise.
Paradise, yeah, and paradise is sort of be heavenly, and you've got the thing floating above this planet. What's just hell,
Hmm.
heaven and hell.
Yeah,
Mm. Good idea. As I say, I mean, I could see this one being made.
yep.
I don't know the reason why it wasn't, but there we go.
And I knew a guy from New Zealand named Richard Earl. Never mind, just shouting that out. And Mr. Winterbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so, is there anything else?
No, the music was good. Was that the
Go ahead and do
yeah,
your
Simon Robinson did the music on this one? Mm. Yeah, the music sort of it suited the story.
yeah. So go ahead and do your score.
Um, the writing's brilliant. Um, Acting, can't fault it. It's not a difficult story to understand. Um, it's not too technical that you get lost in it. Um, so on that note, I'm going to say it's going to be 10 holiday resorts out of 10.
Yeah. And and I really I couldn't find like anything to fault in this at all. And so that agreement, it's real. Um don't know if PJ Hammond is still around, but
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
yeah.
I think he's in his 90s now.
What?
I think he's in his 90s now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'll give it 10 Paradise Machines out of 10.
Ooh.
I uh I like what this is, and I like the I like how it's kind of like um it's like the flip flop even of Midnight with
Mm.
Tenant Donna, you know, because she was the one who's just resting, and he was out there, yeah. But you know, Paris Paris work experience, she's done so many different things, you know, and gone so many different places. You know, she would be a great CEO at this point, I just think. And I think that I feel really bad for the holiday makers who ended up on that place.
Mm.
Gabriel and Michael, I can't help but feel sorry for those ones. Yeah, and so we'd like to thank everyone for, you know, listening to our podcast, because our podcasts are fun, and this is where magic happens. Um, And please, yeah, do tell us what you thought of Paradise Five, if you and what you thought of the Lost Stories. And um, you don't have to tell us about your experiences thinking about Perry in a bikini if you don't want to, but if you do, you know, I guess we understand. And then also, if you uh, would like to join us, please let Lee know. Please message in the comments, and also, you know, join our social media. We have Facebook, X, um, a lot of other social media things, but our Facebook group is really where you find out what we're doing and how to get involved in everything. And our our energy will continue. This is our 10th anniversary season. I'd
Yeah.
like to congratulate Lee for 10 years on doing these things. And
Mm.
I'd also like to remind you that if you want to know, you know, yes, we've done a lot, but if you'd like to know what we're doing just on the spur of the moment, hit the bell notification when you hit the subscribe. And oh my gosh, the other thing that you can do on top of those two things is um, watch all of our other podcasts, and then just, you know, when you get to the end, it'll just automatically play if you leave that little toggle switch over.
Mhm.
But you could join us too. Let Lee know. You got to be 18, have a device, a camera, microphone, and Zoom app, and we meet at 9 p.m. on UK time on a Sunday. And because the 18 and over is because, yeah, a lot of the shit that we do is for adults only. So
Mhm.
anyway, we would love to have you, and we've been around long enough so that there are some kids who were really kids that are now like way older, you know,
Yeah.
who could join us. But we're just happy to keep entertaining ourselves, actually, as we do these podcasts week after week. And thanks for watching.